Yep, 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 yep. Yep. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into Ye, Kanye Titter, or better known now as Ye. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, man. Obviously, he has some comments about, Jesus and stuff like that. And, you got a lot of fake Christians. I'm going to say fake Christians at the end of the day, upset with his comments at the end of the day. And, it's just kind of crazy to me, bum. Do I agree with everything that Kanye be doing and saying? No, absolutely not. Just like people may not agree with everything that I do and say, but is there some truth in what I'm saying? Absolutely. Is there some truth in what Kanye's saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Too many Christians out here, too many people who are believers or whatever the case may be, they do a lot of waiting on that pie in the sky kind of shit. Just like when I talk about situations when it comes down to certain Christian situations, like Christians just think, they over there allowing, like, for instance, right, out there in Israel, if you're a Christian, they literally spit on you, okay? If you're out there and the same people we out here funding right now in Israel, we're funding, we give these people billions of dollars. If you out there as a Christian, right, as a Christian, most Christian people that I've met are actually good people. You know what I'm saying? They actually are good people. They're probably some of the most stand-up people that you can actually probably be around. You know what I'm saying? Do they have their ways? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But, for the most part, those are probably some of the best people you will want to be around, or at least have some form of trust in. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have these Christians where, they look, they're going to talk about your ass. You know what I'm saying? All this shit they ain't supposed to be talking about, folks. Nigga, they going to talk about your ass. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? It goes down in the DM. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Now, out there in Israel, they, pastors out there, if you got one of them crosses on and shit like that, they be spitting on motherfuckers. And guess what? A motherfucker would sit up there and allow that shit, right? They would allow it. Now, me personally, in my personal opinion, if a nigga spit on me, fam, I don't give a fuck about none of that, because at the end of the day, like I said, the Bible said, nigga, there's a time for peace and there's a time for war. If a motherfucker spit on you, fam, that's time to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Now, doing dumb shit, running around, hurting and hurting innocent people who ain't did nothing to you, robbing innocent people who ain't did nothing to you. Those are kind of things where it's like, all right, fam, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that will never be cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, everybody has their points and times where they grow up. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for me, I was able to grow up before anything really bad happened to a nigga, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, it just kind of was what it was. But at the end of the day, these same people that are upset with Kanye, they're not upset with Joel Osteen, okay? With all the stuff that he be out there doing. Where's Joel Osteen during the pandemic? Wasn't this nigga closing his church? Okay? When people was when the snowstorm happened in 2020 or 2021, when that big storm happened, knocked out all the power out there in Texas, this nigga was shutting his church down. He wasn't allowing niggas to come through and stay in his church. But y'all can come through and pay tithes, though. Y'all come through and pay tithes all you want. But if an emergency crisis happened to the point that you actually need the church and all this Jesus talk and all this, we are the people and we are the one, we are the children, Michael Jackson ass shit. When it come down, when it get real in the field, you close the church on the people. You know what I'm saying? That's fake ass pastor shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like TD Jakes out here. You know what I'm saying? Calling that man a power bottom. TD Jakes known as the power bottom, know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is wild, fam. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? All these alleged parties with Diddy and shit like that, know what I'm saying? Now, just because you partying with Diddy don't mean that, I guess you partying with Diddy, if you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot of this stuff they've been running around here saying about Diddy, it's all still alleged. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean. Do I think it's possible? I think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not convicting a nigga until a nigga's actually convicted. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm giving it up. But anyway, let's get into the situation what Kanye had to say, man, because I did think that a lot of stuff that he said is true. A lot of y'all niggas believe in white Jesus, and if a nigga sit up here and be like, yo, man, I mean, you go in some of these, bro, you go in some of these black churches or ancient American churches, bro. You go in some of these churches, bro, they got white Jesus up there, bro. This is part of the reason why I stopped going to church myself. I stopped really stopped. I ain't gonna say I stopped believing in it, but I always believe, but I stopped going to church though, because y'all niggas is up here with a white Jesus up on it, big ass white Jesus on this bitch. And the Bible tells niggas that the nigga is not white, fam. Y'all basically praising somebody else. And then let's keep it all the way a dollar bean. Jesus is not the nigga name. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Number one is Jesus not the real nigga name, and he definitely not white. So why the fuck do these black churches be running around? I mean, some of y'all niggas, aunties, I mean, like I said, some of my aunties and some of my uncles and shit like that had the white Jesus up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, y'all niggas crazy. That's why I start. I'm like, yo, hold up. So you telling me, hold up. So this what they describe this nigga to look like. I'm looking at this nigga. I'm looking at this shit. And I'm looking back at the book, making sure I'm understanding what I'm reading. Then I'm looking up at the picture again. I'm looking back down. I'm like, hold up. Nah, this don't look like the nigga in the book. Who's this nigga up here? You know what I'm saying? Then when you find out who this nigga is, this white Jesus nigga that they got up there, then you know who the nigga is. You know, it is what it is. When you do your research, you find out who this person really is. That you niggas is out here praising. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get into it. But like I said, you tell a nigga, hey man, Jesus ain't white, dog. Some niggas will crash out on you, fam. I mean, some niggas will if they don't crash out, they be willing to crash out on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Over disrespecting they white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? On a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I see the video out there in the UK. You know how them Hebrew Israelite niggas and shit like that. You know, they was out there, brother, they was trying to tell one of these dudes out there, they was like, brother, get off your knees for that man. That man, you know, that man is you. That man looks like you. That man looks like you. We don't know who that man is. Man, that dude was ready to crash out on these dudes in the church, fam. In the church, he was ready to crash out. You speak blasphemy. You speak blasphemy. You speak blasphemy. Nigga was ready to crash out. He's ready to fight these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas is too far gone. You can't even tell a nigga the truth, and it's right there in the book. Like my man, hold on. Let me turn the page for you, fam. Hold on, let me get right here. See that right there? Okay, that's the description of this nigga right here. Where do you see that this nigga looks like what they describe it in this book right here, fam? Just let me know where we wrong at. You know what I'm saying? But see, the niggas like T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, these niggas don't hang up black Jesuses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call the nigga Jesus. They don't hang these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? You know who do hang up a lot of ancient American figures? The fucking Pope, okay? The Pope do. The Pope praise all these dark-skinned people, fam. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas in churches and shit, y'all niggas is praying to the white Jesus. And y'all be damn if a nigga tell y'all niggas that, hey man, dog, let me wake you up to something, brother, man. I don't know if you know. I'm not trying to test your knowledge and shit like that, man. But I'm just saying, you know that the Jesus looks like you, right? You're more closer to Jesus than this nigga that you got up here. You know what I'm saying? That's blasphemy, brother. Blasphemy, brother. Blasphemy, brother. Get out my face with that, brother. Get out my face with that. Anyway, let me stop playing. Let me get up here and get to this Kanye video because I gotta get up off this shit. So anyway, let's go.
Yay, we here, and this is all you. We here, you know.
First of all, fair accuse. I don't want Big Boy coming through slapping a nigga with a copyright strike and shit. I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let it keep playing.
Jesus is king. We hear this, but that's all you. At one point, yay, we hear, and this is all you. We hear, you know, Jesus is king. We hear this, but that's all you. Then there's sometimes you just want to say, man, not fuck it, but you just want to say, man, this is what I'm feeling right now. Are you in that space where you're comfortable enough to say, this is where I am right now? I'm still a man of God. Jesus still is king.
My own reality, right? Now, my own reality at the end of the day, like I told y'all before, I used to say this story a lot anyway. I used to go to church a lot when I was younger, and I would sleep over my friend's house, because they, my friends had like, the newest video game, stuff like that. So we always would go over there. But the deal was, if I slept over, we had to go to church. It was like no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So we could be playing all night, but 8 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning came, your ass had to get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. And you can get your ass whooped for not going to church. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you get your ass whooped for not going to church. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't one that liked to get my ass whooped, so I always made sure I got up. You know what I'm saying? Always made sure I got up. No matter how long, how tired I was, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got up because I wasn't taking no ass whooping. I don't take ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I was never into. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But, I used to try like when I would leave and I'd be like, yo, you get the anointing and all that, this, that, and the third. And, you feel powerful and shit coming out, especially with a real preacher. With a real preacher should make you feel powerful walking out of that fucking like, nigga, I can take over the world kind of shit. Like you mess with the right preacher and they got the right sermon going, nigga, you come up out of that church, fam, feeling like Superman. You know what I'm saying? You feeling like Goku, nigga, with Ultra Instinct coming out the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nigga, I used to feel like that walking about the church. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, yo, I ain't cussing, I ain't this, I ain't that. I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. And then, probably like 3-4 hours in, I'm cussing. You know what I'm saying? I done cussed a few times. Now I'm just back to, doing what the fuck I was doing and shit like that. But every time I would leave that church, I would have that feeling. And what I started to realize and what I started to learn is just that everybody's not perfect. And neither are people like the pastors. Once you start finding out the dirt too that happens within a lot of these churches too, you be like, hold up, this nigga be talking all this God shit, fam. And he out here sleeping with you know what I'm saying? He out here, the deacon, you know what I'm saying? He out here sleeping with the deacon wife and shit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't cool, fam. You out here sleeping with the usher and shit, bro. Like, what are we talking about? You got a wife, pastor. Why you sleeping with the usher and shit, fam? You know what I mean? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? You sleeping with the choir boy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, fam. Hold on. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this shit ain't for me because I start to realize that everybody's not perfect, okay? Everybody's going to sin. Everybody's going to have they shit about them. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I will say is that you want somebody to have a lot more good than they have bad. And that's just how I think you got to balance this shit out. You know what I mean? It has to be a balance. Everything needs a balance. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everything needs a balance, point blank, period. You know what I mean? So, now, like I said, and like I said, everything needs a balance. That's how I believe. I believe that there's good in the world and then there's bad in the world. And then, you just got to decipher on what is good and what is bad. You know what I mean? So I just kept things more simple. And then, as I started to keep things more simple, I've been able to kind of navigate a little bit better. And even when it comes down to me, when we get into reading the Bible and stuff like that too, I can kind of take things and look at things a different way, look at things from a a evil way and look at things from a good way, just a balance. Everything needs a balance at the end of the day. And then, like I said, when you get to those fucking, you get to those chapters and shit like that, where they talk about warring and, fighting and, sometimes you're going to have to do some shit, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to ask for some goddamn repentance at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? All of us is born sinners, you know what I'm saying? Nobody in this motherfucker ain't sinned a day in their life. Yo ass, if somebody bust their ass and you laugh, nigga, yo ass is, you sin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anything that we can look at, you can literally say is a sin, period. You know what I'm saying? You see a dude running down for a female, right? You see a dude running down the street, you a Christian woman. You see a dude running down the street, shirt off. This nigga built like goddamn Tyson Beckford back in the day, kind of ass nigga, right? Ooh, damn, that nigga fine. You know what I'm saying? Right there, you sinning. You know what I'm saying? You lusting after somebody right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Like, certain shit is just like, all right, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to make these I'm gonna make these situations, but certain things where there's certain sins that I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna be fucking with no kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out here doing shit that maybe I used to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of those things no more. I'm gonna go about things a different way. I'm gonna do this a different way. I'm not gonna take things so. I mean, you gotta take shit personal, but there's certain shit that I'll let ride. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there's other purpose and shit in my life too. You know what I'm saying? So everything, like I said, is a balance. So everything is just a balance, point blank, period. So that's just how I look at things now. So with Kanye, I feel like Kanye got to a point because he was on his whole, he was trying to get Kim Kardashian to change her ways and, change her language. Hey. Yeah, keep it down. So when it comes down to he was trying to get her to change her language and all of that, he was trying to get her to, dress different and stuff like that. Kim was like, man, I ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? You on your Christian shit by yourself. And, Kanye was really big on that. Now you see Kanye, he was out there with the Sunday services, which I thought was dope. The Sunday services was absolutely amazing. Sky breaking kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, absolutely amazing. But when it came down to, him getting back into the more rapping kind of Kanye, you can see that he made a change. You know what I'm saying? He started cussing again, right? He started, now he got his wife out here. She damn near butt naked running around the streets. You know what I'm saying? And he probably realized that a lot of these people he was working with, and he thought that, was good to him and stuff like that. These people ain't nothing but the same devils I was working around in the music industry. These niggas is no different. Only difference is these niggas is acting like they so much for the Christ and all this whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well go back to being myself and just obtaining whatever laws or whatever the case may be that I believe in personally. You know what I'm saying? And what's best for me and my family, and whoever can get with that can get with that. Whoever can't, hey man, all favor to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? In your endeavors, point blank, period. But anyway, let's get into this though.
Yeah.
It is, but I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed and I didn't see Jesus show up. So I had to put my experience in this world, my experience with my children, my experience with other people, my experience with my account, my experience with my brand, and my experience with the level of music that I was dealing with in my own hands. Like a lot of times I just feel like in our society in America, people, Christians, we depend on Jesus so much that we won't put the word in ourselves. And the main thing that...
Right. And that's a fact. Like some Christians will literally sit up there and pray, and put in no work, okay? Put in no work whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They'll pray for this, pray for that, pray for this, pray for that, and put in no work. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And just like when it comes down to what the Bible say, faith without works is dead, okay? Faith without works is dead, fam. That's just the way this shit goes. Now, I'm not saying that Kanye is some Christ-like figure or some shit like that. To some of y'all niggas, he actually might be. I'm gonna keep it $1 bean, right? Some of y'all niggas, he might be. Now, I don't know if Kanye is into, this satanic shit and all this other shit. He might be, you know what I'm saying? He might be fooling the people, and the nigga behind the scenes for real, he out here praising Satan and shit like that, because there are people out here that's like that, fam. You probably work with some niggas that's praising Satan every day. You work for a company that praises Satan every day, and you work for these niggas. I work for these niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm around these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And they hail Satan every day, you know what I'm saying? These are facts, you know what I'm saying? Whether y'all niggas want to believe it or not. As much as you think these people are great people and this, that, and the third, these niggas behind the scenes is circling around with pentagrams and motherfucking praising Satan there all goddamn day. This is what they do, you know what I'm saying? This is what they do at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? Is that shit I'm into? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna say it again, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But anyway, let's let this keep going.
Really, that I don't rock with is like, it's just always like, I'm gonna pray for you. And it's just like, you can actually physically do something yourself too.
Right? So let's say if you go up to say you go up to a church, right? you've been going to this church 25 years, 30 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, but either way, you have a rapport, a relationship with the people at the church, right? Now, these people at the church, I'm pretty sure they work somewhere, okay? And you like, yeah, man, you know, I've been praying, man. I've been out here filling out these applications, man. You know, I've been doing this. I've been busting my ass, man. I'm just really looking for just an opportunity. I don't care what it is, man. I'll do the job. And a motherfucker own a business. They might own a business. They might know of business or this, that, and the third. They'd be like, young brother, I'm going to pray for you. Like, nigga, the fuck you mean you going to pray for me, nigga? I need you to do something, nigga. I don't need you to pray for me, nigga. Like, okay, cool. That's cool and shit, but you can physically get out here and help me out, though, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can physically get out here, hey, man, you can make some phone calls. Shit, you can call your job. Hey, man, you know, I got this kid, man. You know, he might, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just start them off just for a little bit, you know, da-da-da-da, or call somebody that you know. Everybody knows somebody that they know that's hiring somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, that's like somebody coming to me like, yo, tell like this TV, man, I really use a job right now. And I'm like, hey, man, brother, I'm going to pray for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting a nigga know, like, hey, nah, well, you know what, man? How serious you want this shit? Nah, dog, I really need a job, man. I really need to get myself on my feet, get my shit together, get my life back together. Well, look, brother, man, look, I'm telling you right now, you got this place over here. I can make a call, see if this placement, shit, I might even see if I can get you at my job. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you're going to give me a couple days and shit, make some phone calls. Let me see if I can make some shit pop for you. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of that, brother, all praises, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And, you know, I'll get back to you in a few days. But in the meanwhile, you still going to have to get out here and go, you know, chase your shit. Don't sit around waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and go get it. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. You know what I mean? But in the meanwhile, I see what I can do. You know what I mean? But when niggas just be like, I'm going to pray for you, like, I ain't trying to hear that, fam. I'm not trying to hear no shit like that. Especially if I'm in a situation like Kanye, right? Like Kanye was going through the whole shit with niggas trying to take his bank account and, you know, niggas stealing his goddamn product and shit, Adidas and shit, dropping a nigga in and selling his shit off and stealing his ideas and all this whole crazy shit. And niggas just say, yo, dog, I'm gonna pray for you, dog. Like, nigga, you can take your voice, nigga, and get out here, say something, Dave Chappelle, P. Diddy, Meek Mill. Y'all can say, hey, man, we ain't letting y'all niggas get away with what y'all out here doing with Ye, man. Now, we standing 10 toes down with Kanye, man. The industry on some bullshit, da-da-da-da-da. Niggas just get behind the scenes, I'm gonna pray for you. Man, you a weak-ass nigga, bro. You a weak-ass nigga, bro. You know what I mean?
More than just pray. And we're so in this mentality that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison. Mm-hmm. We ain't praying our way out of the abortion clinics. We ain't praying our way to get our land back that was always ours.
Okay. And think about that, right? And this is why it's important, and this is why YouTube really don't like Tell It Like It Is TV. And other platforms too that talk this real truth when it comes down, especially when it comes down to America being our shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't come grab us from no motherfucking where. Unless your ass came from Africa, that's a different story. But niggas like me, niggas like you, we were probably listening to this video, nigga, they ain't grab us from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We were already the fuck here. You know what I'm saying? This is our land, but all the praying in the world ain't going just change this bitch to motherfucking us getting this land back. That's not gonna happen. Niggas gonna have to put in some work. Niggas gonna have to organize. Niggas gonna have to. The main thing niggas got to do is just unite. That's really the only thing niggas really have to do is unite. But the thing about it is niggas be too divided. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just be too divided at the end of the day. So, you know, is there a time where it's possible? Maybe it is possible one day, but as of right now, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But praying is good. Like I'll use my personal situation, right? So it was a point in time where I was going through it with my baby mom, right? So whatever, you know what I mean? She wanted me out the crib, this, that, and the third. You know, we was going through it like cats and dogs, man. I couldn't stand her ass. I mean, we a little bit better now. But at this point, like I said, bro, I was praying, bro. I wanted out of the crib so bad, bro. It was like hell, you know what I'm saying? It was clean hell at the end of the day. I was like, man, I got to get the hell up out of here, bro. If I don't get out of here, I'm going to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how bad it was, right? But imagine me just praying, but not doing nothing, though. I'm not going out to fill out applications. I'm not going out and getting on shit like Craigslist and all these different rental rooms and fucking calling all kind of apartment complexes and shit like that. I still have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Now I might get the favor. Eventually I did get the favor, but I'll get the favor, but I gotta put in the work. I gotta believe and I gotta put in the work. If I don't put in the work, I can't get mad. I can't just sit back and just fucking, I'm gonna pray this shit into existence. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's never gonna happen, because if that was the case, like I said, like he said, niggas would pray theyself out of prison. Niggas would pray theyself out of getting their land back. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, we need America to get this shit back, man. Let's all pray on the day of this day, and we all gonna turn around and we gonna own the banks. We gonna own it don't work like that. It's not gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I agree with what Kanye was saying about that.
The gentrification after the Harlem Renaissance and Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Them prayers ain't working. We have to apply actual physical building partnerships, and it don't start unless we could really be real with each other and say, this is what I did, this is what I did. Like, I mean, look at this. I know I'm not going to third rail y'all interview, but look at the power of what happened when me and Kyrie was on the same page. See, that's what's scary.
Right, and you know what was crazy about that time when Kanye and Kyrie was both on what they would call anti-Semitism. Now, see what Kyrie did, Kyrie just pretty much reposted a book about, niggas being the real Jews. I mean, even Caucasians out here know that niggas is the real Jews for real. Just like if you a nigga that read the Bible, you know that niggas is the real Christ at the end of the day. Point blank period. No matter which way you want to cook it, cut it, or slice it, when you go look in that book, that nigga look like me. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is described like me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So or like you know what I'm saying? Or like Kanye, right? That nigga is the skin color of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Of me, myself. You know what I'm saying? And some plethora of niggas around the goddamn world. You know what I'm saying? So for so when Kyrie retweeted that book, you seen what happened with Kyrie. They were so upset with Kyrie, they suspended the nigga, made the nigga go on all kind of apologies, all for telling the truth. Kanye goes on this whole DEFCON 3 rant and all this whole other shit, and niggas take that shit, and Kanye's the most anti-Semitic nigga of all time, and da-da-da-da-da, and we're stepping away from Kanye, da-da-da-da-da. Right? But when him and Kyrie, there was a lot of niggas. One thing I did respect about what happened, at least for the YouTube streets. For the YouTube streets, niggas was not having that. Okay, niggas was not going for that, fam. We was standing 10 toes down with Kanye and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean we hate anybody? Absolutely not. I don't hate these folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate these folks. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, what y'all not gonna do is y'all not gonna get out here and try to make us seem like we're like what they did was some kind of diabolical crime, like they some pedophile or they don't murder somebody. They didn't touch or did anything to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But all one nigga did was tell the truth, and another nigga, is talking about what these people are doing to him behind the scenes at the end of the day, and what he's gearing up for. You know what I'm saying? Which is the defense. It's a defense thing that they use in the fucking army and shit like that, the military. But I guess he titled it wrong or some shit like that, and they jumped on his ass for that shit. You know what I mean? So it was what it was, but. Had this nigga going on all kind of tours talking about this kind of shit. Oh, Kanye, so you don't like us, Kanye? Kanye, you don't like us? So, and it's like what they doing with Ryan Garcia right now, right? What Kanye said was nothing wrong with what Kanye said, because when we look at the music industry, bro, they control everything. Everything? Nigga, everything. You know what I'm saying? They control the banks. They control Hollywood. They control entertainment. They control anything that you can think of as far as a powerful position that can control a world of people. They are in control of that. Nigga, they are in control of the military. Each military that you can think of around the world, unless it's another race of people. They control almost everything. Nigga, they control water, nigga. Poland Springs, the Poland Springs motherfucking president, CEO, or whoever the fuck the top nigga is at goddamn Poland Springs. You think that nigga black? You think that nigga black? Absolutely not. What about Aquafina? You think that nigga black? Absolutely not. What about what's some of these water companies? All these Core and fucking Fiji water and all. You think these niggas black, y'all? Hell no. You think them niggas Hispanic? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are of them people, fam. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, any lawyer that Kanye has, is the nigga ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Kanye told this unity shit and this, that, and the third, but I guarantee you, his lawyer ain't black. His banker not black. Where he goes to put his money at is not a black bank. Okay? So when Kanye was saying the shit that he was saying, it's absolutely truth. But they don't want you to know. I don't know what it is with these people, but they don't want you to know this for shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. And if you bring it up, then, you know, you hate them. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that shit. That shit is mad weird and it's mad suspect. You know what I'm saying? It almost makes you want to look into these niggas for real. Like, hold up, man. Hold up. Let me actually look into these niggas for real because y'all niggas acting real suspect, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me draw back the curtain real quick because y'all niggas is acting real suspect over a nigga telling that God's honest truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth. Y'all niggas control everything. So it wouldn't be nothing that if y'all all are in cahoots when it's time to put a nigga back in line, right? When it's time to put a nigga back in line, I could, you know what I mean? Y'all all play for the same team. Y'all all play for the same team. So it'd be nothing to whoop this one nigga back in line and let the other niggas, hey man, see if y'all can talk to y'all homie, man, because y'all can't talk to y'all homie, then we gonna have to do what we gotta do. Hey, Kanye, man, come on, man, we need you to chill out, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kanye, you know how Kanye is. Kanye probably, they told y'all to come say that to me, huh? They told y'all to come say that to me, which they probably did. You know what I'm saying? We praying for you, brother. We praying for you, brother. We praying for you, brother. All that fake ass nigga shit, but let a nigga get up there and say some shit to a nigga like P. Diddy or one of these other niggas and shit like that. Man, these niggas done crashed out on one of these niggas, dog. You know what I'm saying? These niggas would have crashed out, man. These niggas got me fucked up, dog. No, real talk, man. When I see that bitch ass nigga, dog, I swear to God, man, I'm gonna beat that nigga ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to them folks, them niggas ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't ready to do nothing either. You know what I'm saying? And I'ma pray. Now niggas want to get soft on niggas. But if it's black on black, oh niggas is ready to crash out, dog. Niggas ready to crash out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Black on black, niggas ready to crash out. Anybody else, niggas is lenient. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is lenient. Niggas got patience and shit like that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, let this keep playing.
But what they do is they put us each in asylum and say your grandmother gonna lose her crib and this kind of, you know how many threats we've been dealt with? And I didn't pray my way through them.
At one point, Ye.
Now I think Kanye might be capping about praying through them threats. I think he might be capping through that. Because, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna tell nobody how they do their prayer at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I have my way of how I do mine. He might have his way of doing his, but I'm pretty sure protection is definitely in there. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure protection is definitely in there. So, you know, for him to say that, I think it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely some bullshit at the end of the day. I think he's definitely capping, or maybe he forgot to kind of articulate that in there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think there's something else I wanted to put on here too. All right, so bang.
Steve. So I'm the new Steve. I'm not going to meet with Tim Cook. You was employed to Steve. I'm Steve. So, and of this music game, I am, but not under Lucian. You know what I'm saying? I done invented every style of music of the past 20 years. I created the genre. I created weekend genre, Trav, Drake. You know, I'm going ahead and say, with all love, Future and Thug also, because...
All right, so Kanye is basically claiming that he created the weekend genre. Drake, Travis Scott, Future, and Young Thug. And a part of some of y'all gonna be like, man, see, I told y'all, dog, that nigga Kanye crazy, dog. That nigga he a narcissist, man. He an egomaniac. But the nigga ain't lying though. See, you can call a nigga a bunch of names all you want, but a nigga not capping though. You know what I'm saying? That's like what y'all say with Ryan Garcia. Man, Ryan Garcia crazy, dog. Ryan Garcia up here, he trying to pull out the fight. Ryan Garcia. But y'all niggas not saying Ryan Garcia lying though. You know what I'm saying? You, like I said, y'all say what y'all want about Ryan. One thing y'all can't say is that nigga's not lying. You know what I'm saying? He ain't up here capping. You know what I'm saying? Everything Ryan Garcia is saying is, you know, he's standing on business. I respect him for that. Do I still think he's going to win that fight? No, I don't think he's going to win that fight. But he's standing on business when it comes down to the truth. You know what I'm saying? I respect that about him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But now, when it comes down to Kanye, bro, 808 and Heartbreaks was probably the first kind of album that I heard that was like real different. Like it was super different. Even the layout to the video, I think his first, if I'm not mistaken, I think his first video that came out, I want to say it was Heartless, and that was kind of done like cartoonish, like the Jetsons kind of like shit. It was fire, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember looking at that shit, like the artistry was just fire, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this shit is different, dog. This nigga Kanye, dog, this nigga is different, you know what I'm saying? And for those people that's, you know, he's talking about, these people looked up to Kanye, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas looked at Kanye, that Kanye was the God Allah to these niggas. So of course, with mimicking that style, of course, yeah, they came out and they wanted to sing, rap. Like Kanye kind of made a lot of that shit popular because he wasn't really a gangster rapper. Like when Kanye was coming out, like gangster rap was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to say gangster rap. It was more, you know, it was more rapping. Like you had like your conscious rappers, but they, you know, they was getting some shine, but not too much. But you know, you had your Dipsets, you had your Locks, your Rockefellers, G Units, you know what I'm saying? Like it was that kind of shit going on. Niggas coming through, getting fly, swagged out. You know, nigga might be thugged out. You had your Noris out here. You had Nas. You had DMX. You had a lot of niggas. The whole Rough Riders label thing. You know what I'm saying? So you had niggas from the Midwest. You had Twista. You had Bone Thugs and Harmony. You had out there in the West. You had back in New York. You had fucking a Terror Squad. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? So, well, Big Pun kind of passed a little early though, but anyway. But yeah, at that particular time when Kanye came out, bro, he was like a backpack rapper. It was like who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? It was almost like that kind of shit. Like, yo, who is this nigga? Like I tell you all the time, how I stumbled across Kanye was based off of a fucking album that my substitute teacher brought in one day. And she know I love music. I was the biggest 50 Cent fan in the world. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't tell me shit about nothing. I've been following 50 since 99. You know what I'm saying? So it was when he finally blew, I knew he was going blue. I'm like, yo, this nigga is the coldest nigga out here. You know what I'm saying? Him and his whole crew. When they get that shine, nigga, they gonna take over the world, nigga. And I was 100% right about that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so when I first heard the College Dropout, I was like, yo, this shit is different, dog. You know what I'm saying? It had a little bit of church feeling to it. You know what I'm saying? Had a church feel to it. It had a fun feel to it. It had a real feel to it. You know, it had a lot of different aspects of life in that particular album. It was just different, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, yo, who did this nigga Kanye, dog? This nigga. And I took that CD, I asked her to borrow it. I burnt that motherfucker, brought it back, and I was jamming at Kanye for a minute. So when he came out with another album, I was like, damn, this nigga did it again. Another fire album, you know what I'm saying? And Late Registration. Then the nigga come back. Now he competing against my nigga 50, you know what I'm saying? Now at this point in time, 50 is kind of hated within the rap game. They kind of was done with 50. I'm gonna keep it a bean pie. They couldn't control that nigga. So, you know, they kind of was like, man, fuck that nigga. We want to see that nigga lose. So, you know, it was what it was. But anyway, not to take any, the Curtis album to me was fire. You know, but Kanye shit was just, it was different, dog. It was different. And the thing about Kanye is that the nigga was producing and he was making the beats. He was producing, making the beats and the music at the same time. That level of artistry is something to be respected. And I remember having this argument with my cousin because we used, I was a big 50 Cent fan, so I was like, nah, man, that nigga 50, man, 50 the GOAT, man. That nigga, yeah, I fuck with Kanye, man, but look, man, Kanye ain't fucking with Kanye, this shit come out, man, when that Can't Tell Me Nothing came out, dog, I was like, God damn, nigga. God damn, nigga. And then the way they did the video, the artistry of that video was fire. I was like, God damn, nigga. This nigga Kanye does it again, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then, they had their little competition and shit like that. And he beat it. Even though I did think I Get Money was a fire video too. I love I Get Money video. But those were the last of great videos at the end of the day, as far as music videos. But yeah, man, then, Kanye Graduation was fire, bro. Fire. Absolutely. I mean, I didn't like every song on there, but the songs that he did have on there were like bangers for real. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a lot of classic records came out of that. Yeah, man. And then, like I said, man, he takes off, literally takes off after that. And when he dropped that 808 and Heartbreaks, man, I remember thinking to myself, like, yo, what is this nigga on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga is like, this nigga's a different species, nigga. I don't know what this nigga is. This nigga's a different species, bro. You know what I'm saying? That album right there was so fire, bro. And it kind of brought like, because at that time too, like, I remember I was going through a couple situations with a couple females and shit I was dealing with too at the same time. So, while I was just getting over those situations, let me just say that. So yeah, that album was like perfect timing. And then I was dealing with a new female. And yeah, man, it was just kind of crazy. But anyway, the album was fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, everything after 808 and Heartbreaks, pretty much, I mean, besides T-Pain, you know what I'm saying? Besides T-Pain. Because T-Pain was really, really the one who first came out, because he was auto-tuning, himself. Then everybody stole his shit and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep that a dollar bean. I know Kanye liked to, he liked to pump himself up, but let's keep it a dollar bean. T-Pain was the nigga that was out here auto-tuning for real, with a whole album, you know what I'm saying? And everybody stole T-Pain shit, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. But as far as a rapper, doing it, a known rapper, changing from like rapping hip hop-ish kind of into turning into an album where it's like singing and shit like that. That has never been done. You know what I'm saying? So when these other niggas that was coming up behind them, they started to use that and implement that in their records. I mean, you hear a lot of Travis Scott's biggest records has to deal with that aspect of singing in an auto-tune form and then rapping too. You know what I'm saying? That's 808 and Heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? So, when you think about Young Thug, same shit. Future, same shit. Who's some of the other niggas right there he mentioned? Drake, same shit. Who else? Who else he mentioned? And The Weeknd, right? And The Weeknd at the end of the day. But anyway, let me keep going.
The Auto-Tune album. 808s. If you think about it, no one think about it. Everybody think about Trav, Weeknd, and Drake, but no one thinks about Future and Thug. Also, Auto-Tune album. Now, everyone, they added what it was to it, but here's a new genre. It's called making your own money genre. This music is called, like, take that middleman out, because they ain't giving us money, they giving us acknowledgement. I don't want your acknowledgement.
Now, think about that, right? Now, people, I remember I was listening to It Is What It Is, right? Shout out to Cam and Mace. I'm glad that them brothers, peace, they join up at the end of the day. Even though, hey, Mace, man, I don't know, man. I think Killer got you on Take Him to Church, man. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you, fam. You know what I'm saying? But that line you did say, though, you murder, my name Murder, I named you Killer. You know what I'm saying? That was a heavy blow right there. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I mean? But anyway, I heard them talk about this on It Is What It Is, right? And they was talking about Usher and how Usher pretty much got like $600 or some shit like that. Usher got paid for his performance. Usher got paid like, I don't even think he got paid $1 million. He got paid like some chump change for real. But they said that his visibility net worth is worth 52 or 100 plus million or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does it mean for a nigga to, if it's not going into the bank account, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What? So the amount of money that I could make is that much? Like, if it's not physically going into my account, what are we even talking about? You know, see what I'm saying? So I just thought that shit was kind of weird. Like, what are we talking about? So, you know, this is what Kanye's kind of alluding to is as far as the acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, man, we can give you this, and this would be a good look, and you have this, and this kind of analytics can generate this kind of money. Now, it's not guaranteed you're going to, and some people don't think of it like that. They able to fool probably a lot of people, especially niggas that's coming off of the streets, right? Niggas coming, they hearing these millions of dollars that they could generate, right? It's not actually going to you, but they just hear about it like, yeah, you can and this kind of money. And if you get on this platform, you know, you thinking your money's going up and up and up. And really, that's not even the potential of your money. You know what I'm saying? That's not the real liquid of your money that you're actually going to end up getting. So they're up here telling you you're going to be getting $20 million. You fuck around only get $1 million. But you are quote unquote projected to do 20 million. Now, $1 million is still good, but nigga, not when, you know what I'm saying? Like, $1 million, fam, and then you gotta cut the record deal. You gotta cut the record company, break them off. You gotta break off if you actually fucking shot music videos and shit with these niggas' budget and shit like that. You gotta pay these niggas back. You gotta do all kind of crazy shit. You gotta buy a house, buy a car, do this and that, nigga. By the time you done with that money, bro, you back on the road again, trying to motherfucking scratch back and stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, man, they heard so-and-so in the hood. Yeah, because that nigga still got to make it happen at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So-and-so in the hood, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I don't know why these niggas still be coming back to the hood, dog. Man, nigga had to do that, fam. Nigga had to do that. Now, sometime a nigga might do that to give back to the hood. Unfortunately, you got these dumb niggas out here, man, that just don't appreciate shit and don't appreciate life in general. And niggas coming back and they want to kill niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Who this nigga think he is, dog? Who this nigga think he is? I'ma kill that nigga, dog. I'ma kill that nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? Police come through, slap fire out your man, slap fire out your fellow gang member and shit like that. You ain't ready to smoke the police, but a nigga coming back, giving back to the community, oh, this nigga think he better than everybody. I'ma kill that nigga, dog. Yeah, you got no smoke though for the police out here jumping out, whooping your ass and shit like that. You got no smoke for these niggas. You ready to protest? You want to hold up signs and shit when it come down to the police and all these crooked ass politicians out here robbing Peter to pay Paul. You ain't got no problem with these niggas, but a nigga giving back to the community. You ready to kill that nigga? Know what I'm saying?
And I went so far past any level of acknowledgement. You know, I was banished. I was exiled. I was canceled multiple times. So what? I done had like my kids that show up to Sunday service right in front of everybody. And you know what I mean? Like I'm crying to see my daughter and all of the usual suspects, the handlers, Dave Chappelle, Meek Mills, Diddy, all these people aren't in position. Now for us as celebrities, they got to call and put a leash on them. What we going to do with Ye? Oh, he delusional. That's the best. Dave, give him a call. Diddy, give him a call. Tell him we ain't like the T-shirt. Tell him like right now the agenda is this is the voting agenda for the celebrities, for the black. Make them do exactly what LeBron would do. Make them do exactly what Drake would do. And y'all.
Right, and we know this is true, bro. We know the reason why we know this is true because we watch LeBron James go up there and campaign for Hillary Clinton. Okay? I will never forget that. I said, damn, LeBron. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of when I looked at LeBron and I was like, this nigga, dog. Because it's one thing to do it for Barack Obama, right? You know, a lot of niggas was fooled. Like, I was fooled myself. I never sit up here and act like, I always knew that nigga Barack Obama wasn't shit. I ain't gonna be one of them. Ain't no need for me to cap to y'all niggas. You know, I believed in Barack Obama. Barack Obama. Know what I'm saying? I believed in that whole ass nigga, right? But at the end of the day, like I said, that's more like, okay, you get that one. Like, okay, Brad, I give you that, nigga. We all was on board when it came down to Obama, bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary, dog, it's like, hold on, fam. Hold on. Nah, you can't be backing Hillary, fam. That can't happen. That can't happen, bro. Not with all the diabolical shit, her husband, herself, the comments she done made about niggas and shit like that, then had the nerve to go on the Breakfast Club talking about she keep hot sauce in her bag and shit like that, pandering like a motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. Come on, Bron, man. At that point, I knew Bron was bought and paid for. It is what it is. But see, there wasn't no outrage for LeBron James campaigning for Hillary Clinton. Jay-Z campaigning for Hillary Clinton. Beyonce campaigning for Hillary Clinton. P. Diddy campaigning for Hillary Clinton. But when Floyd Mayweather went to the inauguration, niggas was killing Floyd, okay? When he went to the inauguration for Donald Trump. What about the ex-singer from Destiny's Child was absolutely killing goddamn her for singing at the inauguration for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who was standing around Donald Trump, niggas was killing these niggas, dog. I mean, not literally, but, you know, they was all in the media, you know, just talking bad about them. They couldn't wait to break some kind of story on these people so they could just smash the gas on them. So, you know, politically, you know, you don't take them serious. Even though the niggas that they're putting in our faces all the time, these are niggas that we should never be taking serious as far as anything political. You know what I'm saying? What do these niggas really know about the everyday working person? They don't know. They're out of touch with reality, fam. They're out of touch with they live in their own bubble. You know what I'm saying? They are out of touch with the real hustle and bustle, working every fucking day and dealing with people all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? They are out of the loop of that. You know what I'm saying? They come in and do their thing and they go back to they great houses and, you know, whatever the case may be. Not saying that they don't have their own problems with life that they have to deal with. They still humans. I mean, maybe some of them, you know what I'm saying? For the ones that's human and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We know that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we know they're still human at the end of the day. So, you know, they still got their worries and shit like that and this, that, and the third that comes with life, right? But when Kanye put on that goddamn Trump hat, man, they was cooking that nigga, dog. They was cooking Kanye ass, man. That shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? They was cooking him, but they had no problem when niggas was up there standing up. And this is what always shocks me about the shit. So niggas cook Kanye for standing with Trump. Then putting on the hat and all that says, oh, Kanye, niggas was ready to beat Kanye up. They was ready to beat Kanye up over standing with Donald Trump. Man, I'll kiss that nigga Kanye, dog. I'm gonna beat that nigga ass, dog. That's all you need. I'm gonna beat that nigga Kanye ass. When I catch Kanye, I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. All based on his political views. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat this nigga up. So here it is. We end up getting a real racist in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Two known racists who don't give a fuck about niggas whatsoever. And you had young Jeezy out there campaigning for these niggas. I respect Jeezy. That broke my heart that Jeezy was out there fucking with Kamala Harris like that. That's why the Asian bitch ain't play out for you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy was promised an Asian bitch. That's why that nigga Jeezy married that little Asian broad and shit. You know what I'm saying? We know Kamala Harris is Asian and Arab. You know what I'm saying? She a mix. So, you know, Jeezy went, she said, you know I got some friends, right? You know I got some friends, right, Jeezy? Jeezy was like, ha ha, yeah. So Jeezy, I'm just gonna need you to, I love your music, Jeezy. I used to listen to you back when I was in high school, Jeezy. So I'm just gonna need you to come out, just come show some support out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Just come show some support, Jeezy. And I got some friends for you, Jeezy. I got some friends for you. Word, mama. Yeah, Kamala, we'll be down there. We're gonna bring the town down, A-town down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ha ha. Can't ban the snowman. Kamala set that nigga up with that little Asian bitch. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy thought he was on top of the world. A few years later, Jeezy leaving the bitch. You know what I'm saying? She set that nigga up, dog. She tried to come after your real estate, Jeezy. That's what it really was about. You know they don't like niggas owning shit. You know what I'm saying? They really try to come over that prime time goddamn real estate you got going on out there in Atlanta. They trying to come for your shit hard. They trying to send a bitch at you for it. You know what I'm saying? She out here trying to fight. She want half and half, even though she done signed a prenup. She want a piece of that real estate business, Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris set you up, but that's what you get, nigga. That's what you get up there, trusting in niggas like that. Niggas with real racist past at the end of the day. Joe Biden has an exquisite, I mean, this nigga shit is long documented of his racist motherfucking shit he done put in laws and all the racist shit this nigga done said. I mean, we ain't even got to talk about the shit he's doing recently. We talking about the shit he done in the past. You know what I'm saying? Real racist shit this nigga has done and said, and laws that he has put in play, with him being in a political seat, being in government. But y'all niggas ignore that. I didn't get that, man. I still don't get that shit to this day. You know what I'm saying? And still for niggas, even though niggas now, you know, technology now, niggas is out here piecing up whole clips of Joe Biden's exquisite, long, documented resume of racist shit that this nigga has done, said, and is still doing to this very day. And y'all niggas still talking about running around here voting for goddamn Joe Biden because he might croak out and Kamala Harris might get in it. And like, y'all niggas is crazy, dog. Y'all niggas is crazy. When will y'all niggas think for yourselves, fam? When y'all niggas think for yourselves? And y'all get mad at niggas that think for themselves. That's what I understand too. Other people get upset when niggas start thinking for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I experience a lot of that shit a lot myself because I'm a free thinker. Ain't no nigga gonna tell me, you gotta show me, right? You gotta show, it's gotta be visible proof of shit. You can't just come and tell me some shit that the news done said. Because I've been knowing for the years and years upon years, the news always gonna be lying. They ain't never telling the whole story. Niggas out here getting their ass beat by the police, that don't make the news. Niggas getting their ass beat by the police, that shit don't make the news in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? Hop out boys jumping out, planting dope and shit on niggas and planting and trumping up niggas charges and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make the news though. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it's just crazy to me that, you know, these people get out here and do this shit. But hold on, let me hurry up and finish this video real quick. I think I'm done anyway.
Y'all know my stance on this. I want to say something about the number one. What's so good is the fuck you up here. And for everybody that's working at a normal ass job like a fat